So, Guruji, in this, you mentioned one physical form to the other.
Yeah.
The common belief that all of us have of reincarnation, of us going into another body and taking another physical form.
Yeah.
Does that really happen? And if that happens, then what governs which physical form I will take after this physical form I leave behind? And that gives the whole belief of a God who's sitting there and keeping an account saying, "Acha, you have done so many good things, so you will get a good physical form. Someone else will get a bad one, and so on." Is that true at all?
I'm really feeling very happy at your very innocent question and the eagerness with which you are putting it. I am going to answer this question simply because I have my own authentic experience. You can read scriptures and start giving answers, different scriptures, different answers. But by virtue of my own authority, I can say that yes, I had my past lives and I have my own experiences of the past life. I can say that there is transmigration of souls. And once you happen to transcend the limitations of your body, mind, and emotions, if you can stand beyond them in this life, then your being achieves ultimate freedom from the bondages which are created by the body, by the mind, and by the emotions. Once your soul is freed, once your being is freed from these limitations of body, mind, and emotions, you achieve oneness or enlightenment. After that, no birth is required. You are no more required to be born. And this is what I say, that is a state of ultimate consciousness, the super consciousness. And that is what has been the aim of all enlightened masters, to spread the science of this super consciousness, to spread the science of conscious living, through which one can achieve ultimate freedom from the bondages of this life and attain to oneness with the Supreme. And that has been my fundamental aim, to spread that science of conscious living all over the globe through Science Divine Movement.
So why does the soul then want to come back? Is it to have these experiences to reach that level of higher consciousness, or is there a design? Does it think, I need to go here, or I need to get into this garbh when I...
In fact, soul has no intentions or no aims. These are your own, what we call physical, mental, and emotional dimensions, which cling to the soul. What goes, in fact, what is soul? Soul is simply super consciousness, pure consciousness. You are in this body, but there is something which does not remain, and you say, Mr. X is dead. The body of Mr. X is there, but something is not there. That is why we say Mr. X is no more. What is that thing? That is what we call consciousness. This consciousness is pure consciousness. It has nothing to do with you, but there are certain things which goes with that consciousness. What you thought in your life, your feelings, your thoughts, your emotions, in a very subtle form get associated with that consciousness. And accordingly they take birth, rebirth, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatre sainam. That is why this cycle is repeated, because of your thoughts, because of your emotions attached with your consciousness. Once your thoughts and emotions are no more there, you drop them in this life from your, if you can experience pure consciousness in this life. Experiencing pure consciousness means enlightenment. But because of your these thoughts, emotions, and these are the afflictions to the soul, because of this you remain in bondage and you continue taking birth and rebirth. All spiritual practices are simply a method. All spiritual practices are simply a device to free you from the clutches of your thoughts, emotions, and give you total experience of absolute freedom of consciousness.
But why is that then not accessible or available to everyone? Like, I mean, it is accessible to everyone, but why is everyone not destined to go through that? They have to go through experiences and only then reach that stage.
You see, everyone is destined to achieve ultimate freedom. Everyone is capable of achieving ultimate freedom. But nobody achieves that ultimate freedom. Very rarely, once a Mahavir, Buddha, Krishna, or Christ, or a few more people like that, happen to achieve it. Just because I can ask, anybody can go to Canberra in Australia. Everybody is capable of. But how many people reach there?
Only those who take the flight.
Only those who are eager to go. If you don't have eagerness to go anywhere, you cannot reach anywhere. People don't have that eagerness, and people don't put that effort. Simply eagerness and effort are required. If any individual can have these two things, I can say everybody is capable of reaching there. Everybody cannot be a historian like you. Everybody cannot be a scientist. Everybody cannot be a renowned professor. But everybody can attain enlightenment. I can guarantee this thing. Simply there should be eagerness and effort on it, on their part. You see, there is a very simple story associated with Gautam Buddha. One young boy reached him and felt very angry over him. He said, "You keep on spoiling people. You are always talking of nirvana and happiness in life. But I have never found anyone who has ever been able to experience nirvana. Why are you wasting time? 10,000 people are following you. They have left their home and hearth. They are running hither and thither from pillar to post with you. You are wasting their time. Why have not been able to achieve it if it is achievable?" He pacified the young man and said, "Wait a little. You go to 1,000 houses of this big village. Ask every house member, ask them that Gautam Buddha is there, and whatever you want most, give me that item and I will ensure that you achieve it. Prepare a list and show me tomorrow." The man did all that physical exercise, went to each and every house. There were more than 1,000 houses in that village. But he returned with a long list. He handed it over to Gautam Buddha. Gautam Buddha said, "You simply give me one paper in which somebody has demanded nirvana." He kept on turning the pages. Everybody had demanded good money, wealth, houses, marriage of children, a number of things, but nobody had demanded nirvana. He said, you can get only that thing for which you have eagerness to get and for which you are ready to make some effort. Since nobody ever wants to achieve nirvana, nobody ever gets it. It is so simple, Vikram. Who is trying, who is worried about nirvana? Who is worried about enlightenment? Who is worried about experiencing a state of superconsciousness? If there is a program of night entertainment, some heroine or some singer is coming, oh, there will be a great crowd. And there are enlightened masters inviting people for life transformation workshops. Hardly 100, 200 people are turning up. That too after a great exercise. People don't have any eagerness. People are not ready even to make even the simple effort for that. Even if enlightenment is offered for free, nobody is there to take it because they don't understand its importance.
But is that also, Guruji, like in our scriptures we have this whole idea of Maya and so on, that the existence or God or universe or whatever we call it has itself put a veil on people's eyes that they don't, as you rightly said, find importance of this very important aspect of their existence, and they run behind all kinds of things which leads them ultimately to.
You mean to say God has put some veil?
That only
There is
selected
no
few,
God.
only selected few whom he selects can
By
go on
God,
this path.
Vikram, there is no God.
That is a revolutionary statement.
And I tell you, God is there
Ah.
in the form of energy, pervading everywhere. That is, you may call it energy, you may call it infinite wisdom. And that godliness is prevailing all around. You see, a young girl conceives, gives birth to a child. See the infinite intelligence of this universe. There was never even a drop of milk in her breast. But the moment the child is delivered, instantly milk comes into her breast for feeding the child. Otherwise, child will die. So, the wisdom of the existence is making all such arrangements. So, what I mean to say, this existence, I would like to call the word existence in place of God. The wisdom of existence is there. What is creating the trouble? What is creating the fundamental ill that misery is there in people's life? It is because of their minds. Mind is misery, nothing else. And this mind creates all the wheel, what you wanted to ask. In fact, what you call Maya, Maya is nothing. Maya is simply ignorance. When Shankaracharya said, Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, it means only Brahma is true, the whole world is false. That is what you call Maya. When Shankaracharya said this Jagat is Maya, it is very meaningful statement. In fact, the world in which you are living and the world in which everybody is living is really Maya. You know, there is not a single world. Everybody has created his own world of imagination. Everybody has his own world of past memories and future dreams. So everybody is living in his own world of past memories and future dreams. And there are as many worlds, as many individuals on this earth. And everybody is living only in his own world. Once you can transcend that imaginary world in which you are living, when you can get rid of that world in which you are living, then you will be living in the true world. So the only thing needed is drop your imagination of the future and drop your memories of the past. Learn the art of being in the present moment so that you can get rid of the words which are the creation of your imagination. And once you can start living from moment to moment in the present, then you will start living in the real world. And in that real world, you will be entirely in a new avatar, in a new incarnation. And that will be a world of enlightenment. That would be a real world, a true world. I hope you have been able to understand that wheel or Maya, and at the same time, freedom from that Maya, that is living in the present from moment to moment, and that is the fundamental device which is the essence of my Science Divine Movement. Bringing people to learn the art of living in the present from moment to moment. And that is what is needed for the new world. Getting rid of the past memories.
Fear of the future.
And the fears of the future.
Wonderful. So Guruji, in this whole act of the present life that we are in, when we use terms like destiny, and when there are sciences or beliefs like astrology, which tells you, which predicts your future, then is everything in our lives actually scripted? Is everything already decided, and we are just enacting the script of a play that someone has written? And if then how these predictions can happen? Because that contradicts then the entire enterprise of human effort. If whatever effort I do, if I am not destined to get a particular thing, then my efforts can be in vain and I will not get it because my Rahu or Shani or something else is in some bad position.